Today, I'm going to show you a very cool and also very helpful way of getting the most damage as possible out of your revenge. This mostly applies to 1v1 and 1v2 moments. It isn't really that viable in 1v3 and 1v4 moments, but it can still very much turn the tide of battle if the enemies are not prepared for it. So with that being said, I'm going to get right into the first point. So this revenge technique, of course, is going to use the shove mechanic, where when you're revenged and you shove your enemy, they will be knocked down. And a lot of Lawbringers, myself included at the time, would like to shove the enemy and then go for an immediate overhead heavy to blind the opponent. This is a very good tactic, of course, using an overhead instead of a side heavy, because it blinds your opponent and it makes them unable to predict what's going to happen next. Here's an example of what it looks like. And at first I thought this was fine, but eventually I started thinking that there might be more to it, and I wanted to get more out of revenge, either more damage or more efficiency or more consistency. So what I started to do is, as soon as I knocked down my opponent, I would delay the overhead strong attack so that as soon as it hits, they will be getting up and I can shove them again immediately to knock them down. Here's an example of what that looks like. At this point, I was thinking that this has to be the best tactic, as it keeps the enemy on the ground constantly, and I can keep hitting them with overhead so they can't see it coming every time. And so I stuck with this for a long time, up until recently when I realized that there is a much better way of utilizing this combo to not only continue the consistency, but also to get even more damage out of the revenge knockdown. This combo I would like to call the momentum swing combo. The reason why I call it that is because there's an MMO I used to play, and there's an ability called momentum swing, and it looks just like the way I'm going to show you guys in a minute. What it does is I knock down the opponent and I go for 2 side heavies, and you might think that that's impossible, but it actually is possible. If you time it just right, you can get 2 side heavies right before they get up and you can knock them down right again. Here's an example of that now. If you watched any of my most recent videos, you'll notice I've been using this tactic recently, and how powerful and efficient it can actually be against enemies. However, there is a way to get out of it, and it's a simple dodge backwards and you can get away from this infinite stun. But a lot of the players don't know that, and you can take advantage of it and keep the combo going. This can allow you to take out an enemy with full health and full defense with a defense buff in one single revenge round. Again, this is mostly meant for 1v1s and 1v2 situations, as 1v3s and 1v4s, the enemy can simply guard break you or shoulder charge you to knock you away from your combo and stop you. So there you have it. There is a new tactic for you guys to try out as a Lawbringer. It is the momentum swing. You can use it to take out your opponents very easily with very high damage and consistency, as you can knock them down right after you finish the combo. So with that being said, hope you guys learned something, hope you guys did enjoy, and I'll see you guys in the next video.